Karen's sneer could curdle milk, and her voice boomed like a foghorn nobody asked for. She waddled into Serenity's salon, her knockoff designer bag swinging, ready to scam her way to a free makeover again. The salon buzzed with the hum of blow dryers and the chatter of clients. A cozy haven on Main Street where locals trusted stylists like family. Karen, however, saw it as her personal playground. For weeks, she'd been strutting in, claiming to be the salon's silent owner, demanding complimentary services while belittling the staff. Her latest target: a full spa day air, nails, massage, the works without paying a dime. The conflict. Today, the real owner, Mia, was back, and Karen's house of lies was about to collapse. Karen plopped into the leather chair, her bulk spilling over the armrests, and barked at Lily, a young stylist with a knack for patience. I own this place. Girl, get moving on my highlights. And don't mess it up like last time. Lily froze, her scissors trembling. She'd heard the rumors about Karen's ownership claims, but never confronted her. Customers whispered, their eyes darting between Karen's smug grin and Lily's nervous glance toward the back office. Mia, the actual owner, had been away for a month, handling family matters. Karen, with her uncanny knack for sniffing out opportunity, had exploited Mia's absence, schmoozing clients and bullying staff into free treatments. She'd even convinced a few regulars she was calling the shots, flashing a fake business card she'd printed at a dollar store. But Mia was back now, and word had spread. The salon's group chat was ablaze with staff complaints about Karen's antics, overbearing demands, unpaid tabs, and a trail of botched dye jobs she blamed on incompetent employees. As Karen droned on about her vision for the salon, Mia emerged from the office, her petite frame radiating quiet fury. She'd spent years building Serenity from a hole-in-the-wall to a community staple, pouring her savings and soul into every detail. Seeing Karen lounging like a queen in her salon, spewing lies, lit a fire in Mia's chest. She clutched a stack of receipts, evidence of Karen's unpaid services, and stepped into the fray. Karen, Mia said, her voice sharp enough to slice through the salon's chatter. Care to explain why my staff thinks you're the owner? Karen's face twisted, caught off guard but quick to recover. Oh, Mia, darling, I've been managing things while you were gone. Someone had to keep this place from falling apart. Her laugh was a grating cackle, dripping with condescension. Clients gasped, sensing the storm brewing. Lily stepped back, her eyes wide, while a regular named Sarah, who'd been getting her nails done, pulled out her phone to record. Mia held up the receipts, her hands steady despite her rage. Managing. You've been scamming free services, bullying my staff, and lying to my customers. These receipts show you haven't paid for a single treatment in weeks. Karen's cheeks flushed, but she doubled down, her voice rising to a screech. How dare you accuse me? I'm the backbone of this salon. You're just jealous because I'm better at running it. The audacity was breathtaking. Clients murmured, some amused, others appalled. Sarah's phone stayed steady, capturing every word for the internet to feast on. The confrontation escalated as Karen stood, towering over Mia, her finger jabbing the air. You'll regret crossing me, little girl. I have connections. I'll have this place shut down. Her threats were as empty as her wallet, but the sheer arrogance made Mia's blood boil. She'd dealt with entitled customers before, but Karen was a category of her own, a walking caricature of greed and delusion. Lily, emboldened by Mia's stand, spoke up. You told me I'd be fired if I didn't give you a free massage last week. You said you signed my paychecks. Her voice cracked, but her defiance was clear. The salon fell silent. The weight of Karen's lies hanging heavy. Mia didn't back down. You're done here, Karen. No more freebies. No more lies. And if you don't settle your tab $1,200 and counting, I am taking this to court. She gestured to Sarah, whose phone was still rolling. And I'm sure the internet will love to see this. Karen's bravado cracked. Her eyes darted to the growing crowd outside, drawn by the commotion. A bystander, an older man named Tom who ran the coffee shop next door, had joined Sarah, his own phone out, live streaming to the neighborhood's Facebook group. Karen's face, red and sweaty, was now a viral spectacle. Panicked, Karen tried to pivot. This is a misunderstanding. I was just helping out. But the crowd wasn't buying it. Sarah, emboldened, shouted, helping. You yelled at my stylist for 20 minutes because your free pedicure wasn't luxurious enough. Laughter rippled through the salon, sharp and merciless. Desperate, Karen grabbed a bottle of hair dye from a nearby station, claiming she'd fix her own highlights to prove her skills. It was a disastrous move. She squirted the dye haphazardly, splattering her hair and clothes, the bright red streaks looking like a crime scene. The clients gasped, some stifling giggles, as Karen's attempt at damage control turned her into a walking disaster. The dye dripped onto her face, staining her cheeks like war paint gone wrong. Mia seized the moment. Everyone, this is what happens when you let a fraud run the show. Karen's not an owner. She's not even a stylist. She's just a liar who thought she could bully her way to free services. The crowd outside cheered, their phones capturing every second of Karen's humiliation. Karen, realizing she was cornered, tried to storm out, but her bulk made it less a storm and more a waddle. The dye bottle slipped from her hand, shattering on the floor, leaving a crimson pool that mirrored her unraveling dignity. She pushed past Tom, who calmly narrated to his live stream. And there goes Karen, the fake salon owner. Folks. By evening, the video had exploded online. Local blogs picked it up, dubbing it the Karen Salon Saga. The hashtag Karen Got Exposed trended, with memes of her dye-splattered face flooding social media. Serenity Salon's Yelp page surged with support, clients praising Mia's backbone and Lily's courage. But for Karen, the fallout was brutal. Every salon in town blacklisted her. Stylists shared her name in industry group chats, warning others of her scams. Her social media, once filled with selfies flaunting her free makeovers, was now a ghost town. Her accounts locked after a barrage of comments calling her out. Karen's neighbors, who'd once tolerated her loud complaints about their lawns, now avoided her, whispering about the salon lady who'd been exposed. Weeks later, Karen sat alone in her cluttered apartment, staring at a mirror that reflected her botched, patchy highlights. She tried to fix the dye job herself, but the results were catastrophic uneven streaks and fried ends. Her phone buzzed with notifications, but she ignored them. They were just more reminders of her public disgrace. Mia, meanwhile, turned the fiasco into a triumph. She launched a No More Karens promotion, offering discounts to clients who supported local businesses with kindness. The salon thrived, its reputation stronger than ever. Lily, inspired by the ordeal, enrolled in management classes, determined to one day run a salon of her own. Karen's downfall wasn't just about free services or a botched dye job. It was a reckoning for her arrogance, her belief that she could bully her way through life without consequences. The Salon, a place of community and care, had no room for her lies. And as the town moved on, Karen was left with nothing but the bitter taste of her own hubris. The end.